achieving this, then it means that you are good to go to being a master in sales. And this is how we can master ourselves by using those stages or those steps. By following those steps, it means that we can master ourselves. And I can't imagine, having a 1 year kind of a intensive thing and going into an environment and being like, okay, this is the solution you need, and moving on. It just blows my mind that you can do that.
Well, and it's a lot of, you're
Whoa. Okay, guys, I hope we can start something this afternoon. Good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from. And I think we need to get back to business. We need to get back to our daily lectures. We need to get back to our daily lessons. I think I have a few minutes to spend here because I have another meeting that I need to attend to. So without wasting much time, we'll move on straight to the point. But before moving on straight to the point, I think yesterday's night, we tried as much as possible to find the details about. I think it was yesterday. Yes, that's where we look at the business ethics. In business, you need to find out the ethics. Govern it. You need to know the ethics that's moving around the business. Once you want your business to grow, or once you are ready to sustain your business. So these are the things that we try as much as possible to look at. That was yesterday's night. But today we are going to look at a simple thing. And the simple things based around the difference between employee and entrepreneur. There is a difference between employee and entrepreneur, and also there is a difference between entrepreneur and a stakeholder. So these are the few things that we are going to look at within our shortest time, within 30 to 40 minutes. So, and also let me tell you this, please, you can do as well as possible to share your comments through the comment sections, and you can move on or do agree with us to also share your opinions, and try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel. Oh, I think in a few minutes we will start our okay. So that's what we want to look at this afternoon. before. I think today we have two sessions and one is in the afternoon. We don't normally do repeated session. So what we do is once we are having a session this afternoon, we'll have another session in the evening. But if you are ready or if you want to catch up with us, then you try as much as possible to use your free time to cope with that, free time to get the previous topic that we have been talking about. So try as much as possible, do well to cope with us, do well to share your comments, do well to also bring your suggestions. So this is what we are going to look at before we go straight to entrepreneur and stakeholder mindset. We need to look at the difference between employee and entrepreneur. So the difference between an employee, let me put this off. The difference between employee and stakeholder varies. So how are we going to know the distance between entrepreneur and an employee? The difference between entrepreneur and employee is significant and resolves around their roles. So responsibilities, mindset, and relationship to business ownership. This is the right difference between entrepreneur and employee. It only focuses much on their mindset, relationship to the business ownership, and responsibilities. So as an entrepreneur and you want to move your business forward, it's all determined with the mindset you are having. It all determines with your ambition. It all determines with your responsibilities. So let's quickly look at employee mindset in a business. Employee role and responsibility. Let's look at the role and responsibilities of an employee in a company or in a business field. An employee is typically hired by a company to perform specific tasks. Or, sorry guys. Yes. So let's go back again. I just got a little problem. Boom. Okay, so let's move on. We are looking at the difference between employee and stakeholder, right? Then also we look at employee and sorry guys, please, I'm coming right now. I'll catch you back right now. So we are looking at difference between employee and stakeholder, and also difference between entrepreneur and employee. Then we will also look at the difference between employee and stakeholder. So I think we have three things that we need to look at, so that you will know your position and you will know what to do in order to support or promote a business. This platform we always look at, or we have been trying as much as possible to look at ways and means to promote our business. Please, if you know you can't hear me, just draw my attention under the comment section. Yes, and also try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel. So we will also look at the difference between entrepreneur and an employee. You see, it has similar difference. So how are we going to know? How are we going to look at the similar difference? The similar difference will based on distance. So let's quickly look at the difference between entrepreneur and employee. So sorry, entrepreneur. Okay, I think I've been mismatching it. So let's quickly look at the entrepreneur and employee. If you're an employee or if you're an entrepreneur, these are the things makes difference between you and the other. An entrepreneur is someone who starts and runs their own business venture. They are responsible for identifying opportunities. Entrepreneurs are responsible for identifying opportunities. If they are responsible for identifying opportunities, then I think, okay, then they are typically the founder or co-founder. An entrepreneur is a typical founder or co-founder of a business on the risks associated with starting and running a business. An entrepreneur often identifies opportunities. Hello, yeah, Ronaldo, welcome, sir. Please try as much as possible. Do well to subscribe to the channel and share your comment. You can also let us know where you are watching us from. Any feedback, any suggestions are warmly welcome. So we are looking at the difference between entrepreneur and employee. So we are saying that entrepreneur, they are typically the co-founder or of the business and take on the risks associated with starting and running a business. Entrepreneurs are also often identify opportunities in the market, develop business ideas, secure financing, and organize resources to turn their vision into reality. So these are what entrepreneurs hold. For them, these are the qualifications that an entrepreneurs hold. Oh, Renata is saying, oh, okay, I'm from Florida. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, me too, I'm from Africa, inside Ghana. Yes, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a Ghanaian by birth, I'm a Ghanaian by citizen, I'm a Ghanaian by everything. Yeah, so I'm a pure African. And thank you for watching us. Thank you. You can also share your suggestions, and also please do well to subscribe to the channel for us. So we are also looking at entrepreneurs are responsible for making strategic decisions. If you're an entrepreneur, you are responsible to make a strategic decision in your business. Develop certain goals and driving the overall direction of the business. So yeah, Ghana, not Guyana, Ghana, Africa, Ghana, yeah, somewhere in West Africa. Entrepreneurs may hire employees to help execute their vision, but retain ultimate responsibility for the success or failure of the venture. They have a high degree of autonomy and control over their work and business decisions. So these are a real entrepreneur. If you are an entrepreneur, then it means that you have a high degree of autonomy and control over the work or your business. If you are an entrepreneur, then it means you are responsible. You are in charge of hiring employees. Entrepreneur responsible is making strategic decision. So if you want your business to grow as an entrepreneur, you need as much as possible to make a strategic decision. You need to set goals and driving the overall direction of the business. Entrepreneur often identify opportunities in market. So you being an entrepreneur, you know the shoes you are wearing and you know the opportunities that is capable, that is ready before you. And an entrepreneur, you are the co-founder or the founder of the business. Oh wow, so where are you now, Renoda? Let me get you. Let me know where you are right now. So even if I can catch up with you, I'll try to do well as possible, because once you are here, once you are on this platform, then it means that you are my friend, you are my partner, you are my everything. So once you are coming to my place, I can do well as much as possible to get close to you, and I will be appreciate. Airport, okay, are you almost in Accra Airport or Kumasi Airport, or you are almost in Ghana? So we are saying that these are the mindset, or these are the things that we say that it is an employee. So an entrepreneur is an individual who starts and operates a new business. So we are looking at the difference between entrepreneur and employee, and let's look at a smart one here about an employee. Employee is an individual who works for, sorry, employee is an individual who works for employer in exchange for wages or salaries. Yes. Oh, okay, Ronaldo, sorry. Yeah, no problem. But if you come to Ghana, you can hit me up. Yeah, you can hit me up through my email, or I don't know if my WhatsApp number still on my platform. I don't know, but you can do well as much as possible to hit me through either my WhatsApp or email, and I will be grateful to that. Let me share my WhatsApp. Let me share my WhatsApp number again. Okay. Okay, so there's my WhatsApp line, plus 233 or 0233 542104924. Yeah, if you hit me up, I'll reply you back. So we are looking at the difference between, right now we are looking at the difference between entrepreneur and employee. Okay, so Ronaldo, I will expect your message or your call on my WhatsApp. So let's continue. We are looking at the difference between entrepreneur and employee. An employee is an individual who works for an employer in exchange for wages or salary. So employees are hired to perform specific tasks or roles within an organization and typically follow instructions and guidelines set by their employers. They work within the framework and structure established by the organization, often focusing on specialized task or function. Employees receive compensation for their work and may also benefit from employment perks such as health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. So these are the roles of employees. And please do well to subscribe to the channel for us. Do well to cope with us. Do well to share your comments. Do well. You can let us hear where you are watching us from. So employees do not typically bear the financial risk. Employees do not typically bear the financial risk associated with the business and have less control over decision making compared to entrepreneur. We are doing all these things because we are ready, being as a business personnel, we are ready to move our business to different angle. We are ready to sustain our business. We are ready to make our business unique. So these are the reasons why we are doing all these things. So in summary, entrepreneurs take on the risk and responsibilities of starting and running a business, whereas employees work with established business, performing assigned roles and tasks in exchange for compensation and benefits. The entrepreneurial role involves greater autonomy, risk taking and responsibility for business outcomes, while the employee role involves executing tasks as part of a larger organizational structure. So please do well to subscribe to the channel and share the link for us. May God bless you for you doing that for us. So these are the difference between entrepreneur and employee. Then let's look at let's look at then also let's look at a difference between no, so we are still on the difference between entrepreneur and employee, but after that we will also look at the difference between entrepreneur and a stakeholder. I'm coming, guys. Okay, we are almost there. Okay, so we are saying that let's look at the risk much more risk of entrepreneur and employee. Entrepreneur assumes significant financial and personal risk by starting and running their own business. They are responsible for the success or failure of the venture. So if you're an entrepreneur, try to know that you can't compare yourself to your employee. Try to know that you have a huge task on your head. Try to know that you are ready to move your business ahead. Yes. So assume significant financial and personal risks by starting and running their own business. This is one of the risks entrepreneurs take. They are responsible for the success or failure of the venture, including financial outcomes, strategic decisions, and day-to-day operations. Please do well to subscribe to the channel for us and share the link. Employee typically bears minimal financial risk aside from job security, as they work within an established business. They are responsible for their specific role or duties assigned by the employer, with their performance impacting their job security and career progression. So this is also the risk taken by employer or employee. So if you have been employed to or an organization or an institution, you need to bear this in mind. Typically, employee typically bears minimal financial risk aside from job security, as they work within an established business. They are responsible for their specific role or duties assigned by the employer, with their performance impacting their job security and career progressions. And also ownership and control. Let's look at the ownership and control difference between entrepreneur and employee. First look at the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur owns or co-owns the business venture and maintain control over its direction, strategy, and decision-making process. They are autonomy in setting goals, managing resources, and defining the company's culture. Please do well to subscribe to the channel for us and share the link. But employees that do not own the business and has limited control over strategic decision or the overall direction of the organization. They follow directives and policies set by management or business owners. Then also let's look at the income and rewards. Entrepreneur has the potential for higher financial rewards through the success and Entrepreneur has the potential for higher financial rewards through the success and growth of their business. Their profit from the business accrue accrue to the entrepreneur, but they also bear the brunt of financial losses. That's what entrepreneur bears. Entrepreneur take the profit of the business, but they also bear the cost involved. Employee receive a fixed salary or wage with income typically stable and predictable. They may receive bonuses or incentives based on performance or company profitability, but these are usually determined and not tied directly to business ownership. These are what entrepreneurs and employee faces. These are the difference between employee and entrepreneur. So in income and rewards, we are saying that the entrepreneur has the potential for higher financial rewards through the success and growth of the business. Profit from the business accrue to the entrepreneur, but they also bear the brunt of financial losses. So don't sit somewhere, don't sit at your comfort zone and say that your business, your manager, your entrepreneur, your business owner is making high income or high profit from the business. You don't know, you also don't know the losses that he or she is incurring. But another difference for employee, also employee received a fixed salary or wage with income typically stable and predictable. They may receive bonuses or incentives on performance or company profitability, but these are usually predetermined and not tied directly to business ownership. So guys, do well and try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's how we face in afternoon time, because we are on the roadside. Always we have noises in our background, but so we done our final studio completion. Right now we will be facing all these problems, but we are still on building a final studio for this session, and we know that very soon it will come on for us to use it. So let's look at the role and function of entrepreneur and employee. So entrepreneur acts as a leader, visionary decision maker within the business. They often wear multiple hats and are involved in various aspects of the company's operation, from sales and marketing to finance and product development. These are what the entrepreneurs pass through or goes through. They are the leader of the company, and they make decisions. They are the decision makers for the business. They often wear multiple hats. Not wearing multiple hats as wearing ordinary hats, but it involves various aspects of the company's operation, from sales and marketing to finance and product development. These are all the things that entrepreneur need, or entrepreneur make sure that it is moving on well. And also we have role and functions. But before we look at the role, let's look at the income and rewards for employee. Employee receives a fixed salary. Yeah, I think we have already talked about that. Employee receive a fixed salary, but role and function of employee also the employee focus on specific task or function within the organization, contributing their skills and expertise to achieve company objectives. They may specialize in areas such as sales, customer service, engineering, etc., depending on their role. Yes. And also career outlook and stability for entrepreneur and employee. Entrepreneur faces a high degree of uncertainty and variability in income and business success. Success can lead to growth and expansion opportunities, while failure may result in financial loss and setbacks. So, and also for employee generally benefit from more stable. Sorry guys, so back him na tenancy agreement na last my boy no. Yeah, out there no. Be year in the bedroom. So guys, sorry, I just got a message and I have to give a feedback to the person. He might come around very soon. So you see a lot of documents that I'm holding. I can't throw any of them away. You know, here and I more about. So let's move on. I'm on the way. So guys, please try do well to subscribe to the channel and share the link. Let's move on. So we are looking at the difference between employee and entrepreneur. So by looking at career outlook and stability, entrepreneur faces a high degree of uncertainty and variability in income and business success. Success can lead to growth and expansion opportunities, while failure may result in financial loss and setback. Employee generally benefit from more stable employment and income, with opportunities for career advancement within the organization. From job security is tied to performance and the overall health of the company. In absence, while both entrepreneurs and employees contribute to the economy and the success of the business, they differ significantly in their roles, responsibilities, risk, rewards, and level of control within the organization context. The main difference between an entrepreneur and a stakeholder. So we have get to know the difference between entrepreneur and employee, but we also need to know the difference between a stakeholder and entrepreneur. And I think that's the main topic we want to talk about: entrepreneur, a shareholder, or a stakeholder. So by getting to know stakeholder and entrepreneur difference, the main difference between an entrepreneur and stakeholder revolve around their roles, involvement, and relationship with the organization. So let's quickly look at entrepreneur roles. An entrepreneur is an individual who initiates and manages a new business venture, often taking on significant risk to do so. And also ownership. Typically entrepreneurs are the owners of the business that starts, or they have a direct financial stake in the venture success or failure. So guys, do well to subscribe to the channel for us and share the link. We are looking at the difference between entrepreneur and a shareholder. So let's looking at entrepreneur right now. Their role of entrepreneur is entrepreneur is the one who initiates or manages a new business venture, often taking on significant risk. And they also, in terms of ownership, they are typically the co-founders or the owners of the business. And responsibility, entrepreneurs bear the primary responsibilities for the business strategic direction, day-to-day operations, and overall success. They make critical decisions regarding finance, operation, marketing, and other aspects of the business. And also risk taking. Entrepreneurs face financial risk associated with starting and running a business. They invest their own capital. That's what entrepreneurs do, and may personally guarantee loans, risking potential loss of the venture fails. If the venture fails, this when it comes to financial support, is the duty of the entrepreneur to find support either by getting loan or taking loan to support the business. Then, in terms of motivation, entrepreneurs are often motivated by the opportunity to innovate, create new products or services, pursue their vision, and potentially achieve financial rewards through business success. So let's quickly look at the shareholder. Looking at a shareholder, the role of a shareholder, please do well to subscribe to the channel, do well to share the link, and do well. You can let us know where you are watching us from by subscribing to the channel. You can let us know your suggestions, because we are right now on the roadside in our daytime routines, in our daytime lessons. We have a little bit of noise at the background, but as we are still on preparing our studio, we know very soon these all things we will put a stop to it. But do well to cope with us and do well to subscribe to the channel for us. So we are looking at the role of a stakeholder when it comes to business. A stakeholder is any individual, group, or entity that has an interest or concern in the activities, outcome, or performance of an organization. Stakeholder is any individual, group, entity that has interest or concern in the activities, outcome, performance of an organization. Involvement. Stakeholders can include shareholders. Stakeholders can include investors. Stakeholders can include employees, customers, suppliers, community, government agencies, and others who are affected by or can affect the organization operations and decisions. Let's look at interest of a stakeholder. The interest of a stakeholder also comes in this way. Stakeholders' interests may vary widely. Shareholders seek financial returns. Employees seek job security and career growth. Customers seek value and satisfaction. Communities seek sustainability and social responsibilities. So these are the interests of a stakeholders in terms of business. So if you are doing business and you need you want investors or you want stakeholders to come in, these are the things that they are also looking at when they comes in. So do well and try as much as possible to cope with any agreements that you will do with them. So please do well to subscribe to the channel for us and share the link. So, and also let's look at the influence side of a stakeholder. Stakeholders can influence the organization through various means. such as voting rights for shareholders, consumer choice for customers, labor negotiation for employees, regulatory compliance for government, and community relation for local communities. Let's look at the risks taken by stakeholders. Stakeholders can influence the organization through various means, such as voting rights for shareholders, such as in terms of risk taking, while stakeholders may have interest at stake, they typically do not bear the same level of financial risk as entrepreneurs. Their risks are more related to the impact of the organization decisions on their interests or well-being. In summary, an entrepreneur is a specific role involving starting and managing a business ventures with high personal risk and responsibilities, while a stakeholder is a broader term encompassing anyone with an interest or concern in the organization activities and outcomes with varied levels of involvement and influence. So to be a professional or to move your business to the next level, that's why since we started, we have been talking, or we have been looking at business. We want to conquer the level of business, because all what we believe is, once we are a business person or once we are living in this world, it means that there is a problem. So once you get a solution to the problem, you automatically turns, or you automatically becomes a businessman. So becoming a businessman from the other side of your angle, all what you need to do is to learn much more about business. So these are the things we are looking at in terms of in other we being as a business personals. And please do well to subscribe to the channel for us. Do well to share the link for us. And you can also send your comments, you can send your suggestions, or you can let us know, you can let us hear where you are watching us from. So I think this afternoon we have a short and we have a few meeting or a few lessons. Let's go back and look at this thing. We also want to look at the difference between employee and a stakeholder. We have already looked at the difference between employee and entrepreneur. We have looked at the difference between stakeholder and entrepreneur. So let's move quickly to look at the difference between stakeholder and employee. The main difference between an employee and a stakeholder lies in their relationship and involvement with an organization. An employee, let's look at employee first. An employee is an individual who works for the organization in exchange for wages or salary. They typically have, okay, let's go this way. Let's do it one on one. So we look at one employee difference and we look at one stakeholder difference. So please do well to subscribe to the channel and share the link as much as possible. Let us hear where you are watching us from, and we will be glad to that. So we are saying that an employee is an individual who works for the organization in exchange for wages or salary. And also stakeholder is anyone who has interest in the activities, success, or outcome of the organization. So you see they have a wide range of difference. Employee is someone who works for organization at the end to aim for salary or wages. But a stakeholder is also someone who has interest in the activities, success or outcome of the organization. So please do well to subscribe to the channel for us. And also let's look at another different between employee and a stakeholder. The employee, they typically have a contractual relationship with the company where they perform specific duties and responsibilities as part of their job. Let's go back again. They typically have a contractual relationship with the company where they perform specific duties and responsibilities as part of their jobs. But stakeholders can include shareholders, that is the owners of the company stock, customers, suppliers, creditors, communities, and employees themselves. So it means that stakeholders can employ someone to a business. So please do well to subscribe to the channel. And also a different between employee and a stakeholder. Employees are directly involved in the day-to-day operations of the organization, contributing their skills and effort to achieve the company's goal. Unlike employees, stakeholders are not necessarily involved in the operational aspect of the business, but have a vested interest in its performance. Yes, so they are always behind closed doors. Stakeholders are always behind closed doors, just giving information or giving directions to the movement or the progress of a business. But employees are mainly at the forefront and the direct front of a business. Let's look at another difference of employee and a stakeholder. They receive compensation and may also eligible for benefits such as healthcare, retirement plans, and paid time off. But stakeholders, their interests may range from financial gains for shareholders to the quality of products, services for customers, or sustainability practice for communities and environmental groups. So this tells us, or this shows that there is a wide difference between employee and a stakeholder. Right? So I think based on what we have realized, find out right now, tells us more that stakeholders have more connection with entrepreneurs more than employee, because the employees stakeholders can employ same as entrepreneur too can employ, but employee is more somewhere more different distance from stakeholder and employee and entrepreneur. Also one different for stakeholder and entrepreneur is stakeholders can influence or be influenced by the organization decision, policies, and practices, but they are not necessarily employed by the company. I wish you share your comments. I wish you share your suggestions so we can discuss on. So that's what we are looking at, or that's what we have looked at. We have looked at the difference between employee and a stakeholder, and we have get to know that an employee is an individual who works for organization in exchange for wages and salary. But a stakeholder is anyone who has the interest in activities such as Stakeholders is also anyone who in the activities, success or outcome of the organization. And also stakeholder can be or is can include shareholders, that's the owners of the company stock, customer supply, creditors, communities, and employee themselves. And one difference for employee is also they typically have a contractual relationship with the company where they perform specific duties and responsibilities as part of their job. So guys, do well to subscribe to the channel and do well to send your comment. You can also do well to share the link for us. So please, I think we are almost to an end. Give me just a few minutes. My assistant has get out, so let me attend to a customer right now. Let them patch me with nothing. That's right.
Aí, ele pode olhar se o isso não.
Aí, Nebi. Nebi. Maybe 200. No, way 100. Na I think so you 80 there, but opportunity there oh you know akase na yi ni na yi there they do anu amaye so you ready anu amaye Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the time given to me throughout. I really appreciate for what you have been doing. So guys, but please do well to subscribe to the channel and do well to share the link. You can send your comments, your suggestions to us, and we will read it for you. Let us also know where you are watching us from. Let us know where you are watching us from. I think this afternoon this was the short or the simplest thing that we needed to look at. We needed to look at difference between employee and a stakeholder, difference between entrepreneur and employee, difference between stakeholder and entrepreneur. Yes. So I think if you do well to follow what we were saying, you also have or you will get something much from it. So in the later part of the day or the night, we will do well to get back and cope with you as possible. I think right now the time is up for us to bring this lesson to an end, but in later parts we will also come back with a different topic, all concerning on business. Somebody may ask, why is it that you are always talking about business? I need to do that, and I need to do so because because in our life, in everything that we are doing is business. Yes, even in our religion is business. That's why we have different religious religions. We have different religions and we have different religious leaders. So they are in, or they are doing all this in order to win souls for their their churches or their worshiping idols. So I always like and I always feel to talk about business, all in a way that once we are living in a business world, everything we are facing, everything that we are looking, everything that we are having here is that we need to find solution to it, because we are living in a problematic world. We are living in a problematic industry. So that's how we go. That's how we will bring our lesson to an end. But please do well to subscribe to the channel for us. Please do well to, and also do well to share the link. So thank you very much. God bless you. Please, we have few minutes to close, but right now we have come to the end of this session. But please try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel. Try as much as possible to share the link. Try as much as possible to let us know where you are always watching us from. We will appreciate that and we will love that a lot. Pam 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 pam. Sɛ nka menya Ghanani bi wɔ ha a, anka mɛsoma no o, ka mɛka asɛm akyerɛ no. Mepaakyɛ ɔyɛ Ghanani a ma mente wo nka. Menim sɛ Ghanani bi kasa mɛka no wote. Bi a ɔnyɛ Ghanani a na wonte nea mɛka no. To yɛ Ghanani a, just let me hear from you. I need to go out for different agenda and I'm preparing. We just have a few minutes to end the show. That's why. So I'm still preparing. I'm still preparing my jackets. I'm preparing my stuff. I need to go out for shooting. Okay, so guys, we shall meet in a few hours time. Bye bye.